Hey, hello, everybody. Let's gonna do some live today. If you are listening to this, if you're watching this, can you just simply something type in the chat box or into the comment box below the video, and so we can see that you're live, you're listening, you're here, you're present, and I guess yeah, it's just we can start going in a minute. So let's just wait one more minute for people to join, and then we're gonna start. Basically, today we're gonna cover about how this Amazon craziness works, and how can you start by not having like a crazy amount of money up front, and how can you actually start this year already by yourself alone with no trainings or nothings. Like you can literally, how do you do that if you want to make a first sale this year in 4 weeks? I'm going to show you this today. I'm going to explain it how it's done, and you can keep going and do it with the minimum amount of budget spent. So I hope you're excited because it took me like a whole day to make this slide. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so let's
The
do it.
effort is there at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, as I understand, like there's some people are beginners here. Like maybe quick question to everyone. Like is there anyone who hasn't sold anything on Amazon yet? Like, is there complete beginners who never sold anything on Amazon yet? Can you type into the comment box? Like, do you have you sold something or you never sold anything on Amazon? So
And
we
do you
kind of know like,
know? And do you know what Amazon is? Have you heard of such a store as Amazon?
yeah.
So let us know a bit more about your situation. Like, have you already been selling? Are you complete beginner?
All right. But anyways, just keep typing. So I will just keep introducing. So today we're going to cover what's the Amazon private label business and how it works. Why 80%, 85% of people never succeed in general. Why people who actually start doing Amazon fail. Then what's the old way and new way of doing Amazon business, and how to start selling in 30 days with around $200. It's cool, right? And then we can have the questions and answers from all of you. So if you have any questions during this session, just put into the comment box below, and we can answer that after the session. So yeah, have anyone here sold anything on Amazon yet? So type in to the comment. Is there anything coming in, Tony? Do you know? Can you see it?
Yes, people are saying that they have never sold anything. Someone is saying that they've been already selling for quite some time, but not successfully. Not successfully yet.
And that's actually like this session will be good also for the people who have already sold on Amazon, because it actually explains you one of the most fundamental need when it comes to Amazon is to be able to test quickly the market. And even if you've been selling on Amazon, it still will be good for you. All right. So
And
let's quick.
that's one thing is that really good. I mean, when you're putting effort into something, you want to maximize the odds for success, right? Like imagine that you just put like so much of your time, maybe even weeks, months, and maybe even like thousands of dollars, and then if the output, I mean, the result is not there, then it's gonna feel awful, right? So the point is to maximize the odds for success. And even if you're already selling, I mean, even if you're been selling for as long as we have, then the one thing how you will be able to grow is actually like launching new products. So this is applicable to everyone, no matter your situation.
All right. So the first part, I'm going to cover quickly what Amazon business is, because there are people who never sold anything on Amazon. They kind of want to know. It's the fundamental basics. So when you know that, just I'm going to cover that quickly, so we can go into the juicy part, like how can you start selling Amazon in 1 month this year. All right. So what is that Amazon private label business? We are speaking about private label business model because Amazon has several models, like wholesale model, private business model. There's like a drop shipping model or something like this. But private label business model is basically is how when you kind of research your product on Amazon, let's see if something is selling really well, then you go to Alibaba and talk to manufacturers, and you ask them, hey, can I make my own box? Can I sell the same product? Can I make my own box? Can I put my own labels to it, my own branding to it? Can you send it to Amazon? Oh yes. And then number 4 is when it arrives to Amazon, you put your listing up and you start selling your own brand. It's basically building your own brand. It's the brand that you can actually also sell later to aggregators, who people who are buying brands. And so that's why private label business is cool, because it's like building a house which you can always sell later with like many multipliers. And we have in Estonia, we have people who made exits, like 7-figure exits already. We have some of the students, we have actually done like 8-figure exits already. And I know people in Finland done also 7-8-figure exits already. So let's speak a little bit about this Amazon FBA. What is that? And that's something, like, if you don't know, it's really, really cool, you know. It's fulfillment by Amazon. It basically means that you don't need to deliver anything to the customers. You just ask your Chinese supplier, whatever supplier, to send your products to Amazon warehouse, which is called Amazon FBA, and Amazon FBA will ship these products to the customers. And imagine that, guys, like 20 years ago, it wasn't possible. Like now you can sell your products worldwide by using Amazon FBA, because, for example, if you send your product to Amazon Germany, then the whole Europe will be covered. Like anyone, like from Estonia, from Sweden, from Poland, anyone can buy that product from Amazon. And so it's kind of like an FBA makes sure that this product is covered for the whole European countries instantly. And I think it's just pretty amazing, you alone sitting at home doing such a business, right? Of course, they ask you money for this. Of course, it's around like 15-20% from your sales price, but it's worth it, because how else people are doing 7-8 figures per month, right? And this is how it looks like. It's pretty big, right? Look, it's some countries like Germany have hundreds of these warehouses. Can you believe that? And Amazon is actually moving your product around by itself where it sells. If your product starts to sell in Amazon Poland, it will automatically transfers your product to Poland, closer to the people who buy your product. So it actually calculates automatically your sales velocity, and it makes sure that your product is sold on a market where it's supposed to be the fastest way possible. Now, it looks pretty straightforward, right? You talk to Chinese supplier in Alibaba, you make a deal, you send to Amazon, and you make money, right? But why is it that 85% of people still fail building their own business and freedom? Like, why is that? Why is that? And I got this idea, or this kind of like this presentation I'm going to do now, from the Alex Hormozi presentation, and it was like, just blow me away. You know, it's so true. And, you know, whenever you want to start something, anything in your life, you kind of like, you find this idea. Oh, I have this idea, I want to do that, right? And then next thing you know, like, okay, let me study about it. Seems that this Amazon is like a cool stuff, right? Let me study about it. Let me join the Amazon Estonia or Amazon Finland or whatever Amazon community. Let's see how this thing works, la, 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 la. And some of the people go like, yes, I'm going to do that. I'm super excited, especially when some people see the results of some people. They know some people who have succeeded. I'm going to full enthusiasm, right? I'm going to do that. Now, as soon they start doing it, what's going to happen, guys? What do you think what's going to happen? As soon as you start doing, like, holy moly, like, it's not so easy at all. You know, I thought it's easier. I mean, my friend makes 7 figures a month. I mean, he didn't say it's so hard. Like, I heard I think it's going to be so much easier. And then you keep going, and you getting more frustrated, because it's just a lot of things, right? A lot of things in your mind, and you don't know exactly what to do. And a lot of people, like, it might take like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. And it's eventually lots of people, like 85% of people, just give up, right? It's just too much, you know. I tried, and it's just, I don't know what to do. I don't know. And, you know, it's difficult. It is with any business model. It's not only Amazon. It's, you try building your own physical store or whatever, you know. It's the same thing. Now, what happens when you get here? This means that you get the first result from your business, and that kind of lifts you up. You get emotional again. Wow, it worked. I can do it. I feel good. I see it paid off. And that's one of the most important part of this any type of success is to get to that first result. And it's difficult, guys. And when you get there, now you have more power to keep going. Oh, I'm curious again. I want to go forward. I want to learn more now. I want to start doing more now. And now you become this full, and you emerge into enthusiasm when you see more results are keep coming in, more things are working, doing more sales, right? And now you, oh, let's build processes, let's hire people, let's do something. And then you get to the first milestone, and which is like you can pay yourself salary, you can pay yourself like money, and you can be free. And guys, getting from the ones to the left side to the right side is maybe 5 to 10, 15 people eventually from the humanity ever succeed. And the reason is because people are stuck in this loop. They're thinking, they're a little bit looking at things, they become enthusiastic, then they try, it doesn't work, and they quit, right? And people kept going with this type of loop, like always, like from one loop, let's try do this, no, it didn't work, let me try that, didn't work, how about this, let me try this, and it keeps going the same way again and again and again and again, and eventually you're looking at these new ideas. This is another scam already. That's probably ain't gonna work. I don't know what the heck is that. But the problem is not that something doesn't work, guys. The problem is persistence, consistency, and the recipe. And we're gonna talk that in a minute.
Yeah, and it comes also down to focus. Like when you're starting something, like the most common thing is that people give up before they actually have a chance to become successful at it. So maybe, you pour in all that time and effort to make something work, and then when it's about to work, then people give up and move on to something else.
Yeah.
So everything worth doing takes time and effort. But there has to be like consistency and focus, and also doing the right things, so you're not actually going the wrong direction, right?
Yes, and the reason I'm saying that to you guys is that I'm not here telling you Amazon is the best model in the world, the most easiest to do, and you're gonna be really successful with this with a snap. I'm just here to help you to understand how things work and how can you do this first step. How can you get to that first sale as quickly as possible with lowest risks used? And so a lot of people are in the business of thinking, not doing. That's for one thing for sure. Like they are thinking, I want to do that, I want to do that, I want to do that, and they're thinking and thinking that, and then eventually they doubt, they overthink, and they talk themselves out of everything, right? And some people get tired of thinking, and they give up on that idea completely, right? Some people still go and start doing things themselves, and but the most of them crumble down because of confusion and lack of clarity. They just don't know what to do. It's just there's so many things we can do, right? And they give up because this just journey to success was too long and just confusing. And the thing is that, guys, like, no one will save you in this world. Like no one ever will come in this world and come and save you. Like, it's either you or nothing. Just letting you know. Like, either you do it or you don't. But just let you know that there's no someone in a white horse come and saves you and makes you happy. It's either you're gonna do it or nothing is gonna happen ever. And so that's why there's some people who start taking action but still fail, right? They still fail on Amazon. Let's talk about that. Why people who start taking on Amazon still fail. And one of the most reasons is they fail is because they just it's not about taking the action, like it's about taking the right action in a right sequence. Because if they don't have that sequence, what we call the recipe, that also leads to confusion, right? Lack of clarity. There's so many things you can do. You can do listing, you can do market research, you can do product research, you can talk to suppliers, you can do that, you can do this, you can do trademark, you can do website, you can do logo, you can do package. Like, what should I do in which order, right? And everything can be too much, because sometimes people think YouTube is enough. Like, everything is there already, right? We have information on YouTube. Why can't I just do that? Well, I'm sorry, it's not about the actions. It's about the sequence of actions, right? And some people buy a course to teach the old model, and we will talk about old model in a minute. And a lot of people also fail because they don't have no one-on-one support or accountability with someone who do that together, right? And what is this old model? We've been selling on Amazon almost 10 years now, and that's just like at the beginning. So what happened during the 10 years? Like what happened was that it just become more complex. There's more things to do. There's more things to learn, and there's more things to pay attention to. That's it. And before we get to the old model, you kind of need to understand what are these things, right? Because Amazon's success is simply like a sequence of actions, like any recipe. Would you bake a cake without a recipe? No, you won't, right? So same thing with Amazon. Like, why would you do Amazon without recipe? Because there's 10 times more complexity than baking a cake. And it's not just putting things together. You will just, eventually you will just give up because it's too much confusion. There's too much to learn, right? And so the Amazon success basically has these stages, right? So let's just quickly explain so I'm going to go through that. So first, like, this is the perfect model. That's the old one. That's the way you're supposed to do everything in order to get 5, 6, 7 figures a month, right? First, you find a market. Like what a market, I mean that you find a keyword that has good demand, not so much supply, and the price range and profitability is good. And you can see that, okay, we see, like, I don't know, like pink leather sandals for men seems really cool. There's only 10 people selling it. There's like, I don't know, 2,000 searches a month and just only 10 people selling. Everybody's doing really cool. All right, cool. Now you still asking, okay, so what type of pink leather sandals I should sell there? Okay, you read these guys' reviews, you study these reviews of competitors on Amazon. Okay, see, this pink leather sandal has this type of problem, this has that type of problem. You talk to supplier, you talk about the Chinese, can we fix that? Can you find it? And then basically you make a change in the product. You make that product perfect based on the reviews of your competitors. You come up with something really cool, something improved, an evolutionary version of the product in order to make success on Amazon. Now, this process can take you a long time. And then you make your listing, you make your pictures, your main image, your other images on Amazon, you do your copywriting, your listing, your bullets, your keywords, and you launch your product. What I mean by launching is that you pay Amazon for the click, you pay for Amazon advertisement, you start advertising campaigns. And what I mean by advertising campaigns is when you start selling something on Amazon, guys, no one will see you. You will be one amongst millions there, right? So how can you get seen? You pay Amazon to be on a first page. When someone types in a keyword, boom, you're there. And when they click it, you pay Amazon $1, $2. It's called cost per click, right? And now you start paying Amazon for the advertising to get traffic to your listing. Now, if this traffic converts, then congratulations, you are doing rankings. Like the more you convert, the more you rank. So the better is your listing done and better is your product done, the more you can rank, right? But let's say in a launch, it's kind of like trying out sending traffic to a listing. If your listing is not really well made, and most of the time it's not perfectly made from the start, you do optimization. You change your Amazon listing images, improve this, improve that, and now you send more traffic to your listing, and now you see, okay, which keyword produced me the highest conversion rate to my product, and start driving traffic more from that source, which converts the most and has the cheapest possibility for you to make more sales. Now, for this, obviously, you need to have inventory as well. And eventually, you will start increasing profits when your organic rank increases. Organic rank basically means is that when someone types in a keyword, you are organically there on that page, right? And so that's why the whole process is kind of important too, right? And that's the way like the perfect Amazon model basically is. And guys, do you know how many tasks every single step has? A lot, right? So that's why people fail, guys. The old model puts lots of focus on that area. The old model means that you need to create perfect product from the start. Because if you create a perfect product, the idea behind the old model is that when you create a perfect product, then people automatically want to buy that. Now, the problem with that is not many people want perfect product. Not many people want perfect laptop. Not anyone want perfect car, right? And the problem with this old model still is that you can still get bad reviews, or you can still by not being able to sell, you don't know how to do ads, you don't know how to optimize, you will still may end up being in a traffic jam. So
And
what's the point?
just to quickly explain, like, why people don't want the perfect product, or the best product, because I mean, it sounds doesn't sound logical, right? What do you mean? Of course, everyone wants the perfect product. Yeah, I mean, okay, cool, they want it, but are they willing to pay for it? Are they willing to pay the premium price for the best product? And
Exactly.
the answer to that is no, they are not willing to do that.
Not many
So
times. Not always.
So that's why like when we're talking especially about these impulse buyers, then I mean it's not going to be the best product that it's going to win necessarily.
And if your product is like a car and you build this perfect car, right? Why would you want to build a perfect car and be in a traffic jam, right? Why would you do something for 9 months, it costs you $5,000 and then still not being able to kind of go quickly? So the new model, since the Amazon system has become really complex, there's so many things to learn. We kind of like, okay, so how can we reduce that, right? Let's focus on what actually matters. Let's focus how to sell first, right? Let's not do the product development crazy at the beginning. Let's learn how to drive fast. Let's not create the perfect Ferrari. Let's all buy the old one and let's find a way. How can I drive fast? How can I get money first? How can I actually learn how to sell first? And for this, we can do it so much faster. And the difference between old way and new way basically is that the old way is about building the perfect product first. It takes you usually like $5,000 because you need to place. If you do customization to Chinese manufacturers, they want at least 1,000 units minimum order quantity, and customizing a product takes you up to 6 to 12 months. And then after that, your product is ready. Your perfect product is ready. You can send it to Amazon and you need to start learning how to sell it. Now, but guys, who has $5,000 in 12 months? Right? Who has that? Like not many people even have consistency of doing that. But the new way is like something that you could call, you launch something quick, learn how to Amazon works first, learn how everything works first, you learn how to sell first, you learn how to make images, bullet points, copywriting, ads, drive traffic, analyze things. You want to learn how to sell, how to make money first. And then when you are confident that you're making money, you're confident that they're making sales, then fine, like go ahead, like buy 1,000 units, send to Amazon. You're confident already, like you're actually you know you can do that, right? And so the old way is simply time consuming because the market research, being for professional, it takes around 30 days. For beginner, it can take 1 to 3 months. It's for free. You need to learn a lot of skills how to do market research, but it can take you up to 3 months. Second part is that you do product research. For professional, it can take 1 hour to 3 days. For beginner, it can take easily 1 to 3 weeks. You do the product blueprint, you read customer reviews, you figure out how to make product better, la 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 la. Then you make it to development plan. You put your plan to the perfect product on a document. And for professional, it can take like for 1 hour to 1 day. For beginner, it can easily take 1 to 2 months. You need to explain that perfect product that you just created on a paper to Chinese suppliers so that they can actually produce it, right? You need to talk to them and go back and forth, send samples. And get these quotes from these people and then calculate your numbers. And you see, everything takes so much time if you do the old model. And this is the way we did everything last 7 years. Like the new thing that just popped up last 2 years, we've been doing a new model. And you see, everything takes time, and all this process, when you manufacture a product, eventually when you ship your product out, the whole thing you spend time here, 6 to 12 months, spend $5,000 to $10,000 to get your first sale on Amazon. This is how much you like the typical Amazon training courses and people are teaching. This is what you need to do. And that's the way we did things from the start. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm just saying that human tendency is there. Like no one has 5 to 10,000 instantly, and no one has 12 months to wait before they make first sale. That's the problem here, right?
And the thing is that it's not only these teaching, these different courses that are like using this model, but also like 99% of like Amazon sellers are doing it this way, like that they spend excessive amounts of time in the product research process, which means that it's going to take a lot of time and budget to be able to do that. So guys, I mean, do you understand why this model does not work? I mean, why this is pretty risky way? Let me know in the chat. What's wrong with this model? What's the challenges of this model, the old way? Let us know.
And it's funny that we did the old way many years, like 7 years, right? And eventually, like, we tried to foresee all different possibilities that can go wrong. I remember building like this this puzzle table, the wooden table, and I think, yeah, it took like 9-10 months to us to do that, like trying to foresee every possible thing that can go wrong. We spent like $17,000, and you know what the supplier did? They packed it not properly, so during the transportation, the corners were broken and the whole batch, my $17,000, were broken. Do you think this Chinese paid me money back? Of course not. They didn't do. Right? They didn't take responsibility of that. Right? For one other product, I did that again. 6-7 months product development. It was a wooden product again, and what happened was that eventually, when we got this perfect product shipped to Amazon in a container, it took 3 months to being in a container. Supplier took the wood, what was used by supplier was a little bit too wet, so the wood shrinked. And when it arrived to Amazon, the wood in the product shrinked and it didn't work anymore. And boom, we got bad reviews instantly, and I just lost $12,000. So you see, a lot of things can go wrong, even if you try to build a perfect product from the start. It's kind of useless. So the new way is something that we call
and just saying that, yeah, there's a comment saying that it has a lot of risk in time and money. And spot on. Like, are you able to take this risk of spending $5,000 to $10,000 and additionally 6 to 12 months of your time into something that will not work? So are you able to take that risk? That's really the key question.
Exactly. And unfortunately, of course, 2014, the system that doing the whole process, like I explained to you, was so much easier. There's so much less things to be considered. But still, the same thing applied. So the low risk, low budget. So what is that low risk? What is that witchery here? So the key in the low risk, low budget method is to test the market first with the low cost and invest gradually if something works. So kind of like you buy just a little piece of inventory. You don't do any modifications. You focus on learning how to sell something first. And when you see the traction, when you see it sells, then okay, let's go from 10 to 50 units. Let's go to 100 units. Let's go to 300 units, right? Let's go to 500 units. Let's not. I mean, it's a gradual increase of investment when something works and you feel confident that you can sell it. And basically, how it looks like, if you're going to cut everything off here, we're going to cut everything this off. And some people say, like, well, Victor, how can you sell? How can you start selling something that's not good quality or not perfect in look, whatever? Listen, guys, I want to show you. Okay, I want to show you. You can do it for $100 to $300, and I'm going to show you the whole process. You can learn from this webinar how to do the first batch in 4 weeks. Without any training anyone, right? Okay, so new model is about learning how to sell first. Your goal is not to actually make $1 million with your first product. Your goal is to learn the whole process first. Learn how to actually the whole process works. So we learn how to sell first and how to analyze the results, and then improve our selling skills. These 3 skills are the ones that really bring you money. It's not the perfect product. You can have the best product in the world if you don't know how to stand out with your images, you don't know how to do Amazon ads, if you don't know how to find relevance in the keyword positioning for a product, you can have the best product in the world. You will not get anywhere. These skills you cannot bypass these skills. So why do we need to build 7 months of perfect product first, and now we start learning this? Why can't we just learn these skills first? And when I feel I'm good in this, then I'm gonna start investing more money into products, right? And so you don't need the perfect products to start, because the best product does not need to be perfect in quality. It does need to be profitable, whatever you send there at the beginning. What it does need to be is fast to the market, easy to assemble, and easy to add value. Something that you can quickly send and learn the whole ropes. Now the question is, like, what is your number one goal when you start selling on Amazon? What do you guys think? What is number one goal when you start selling on Amazon? Can anyone put in chat box? People really misunderstand that. I'm really asking this because it's super important, because people often think that the one goal is something different. Okay, so the first goal for you when you start selling on Amazon to make a first sale. That's your first goal. You know, going from thinking how to do it to make that first sale on Amazon. That's your first goal. But people, because when you get that first sale, then what happens to you is that you start to believe that it works. Consistency is not strength of any of us. And so when you see results, you will go like, heck yeah, I'm gonna do that. No, I'm gonna do the second sale. I want more. Like, I want more. Now I want more sales, right? I mean, the self-belief is the key to your success, because you can keep going because you've seen results. Like, now imagine if you're getting from one sale is 9-12 months and $5,000 to $10,000 away. Come on, dude, who can do that? Like, not normal people can do that. And so people really, when they think about Amazon, this is what they think: I'm going to be super successful, making a ton of money. Dude, forget about this from the beginning. You need to put yourself okay, I want to just make first sale. If you want to make first sale, then you feel more confident doing the second sale and third sale. Learn how to sell first, right? This is too big. This is just too big of the pie to eat at once, right? It's not a bad idea to have this dream, but you cannot do that with a one snap, because it just takes too much effort and there's too many skills to learn. Because Amazon is success of skills. You just need to have these skills. You need to execute certain amount of skills. Like in any other business model, if you learn these skills, you will become a 7-figure seller. Now, for some of these skills, it takes months to learn, right? You have to learn these skills. That's easy. If you learn all these skills, you can make 5, 6, 7 figures a month, no problem. But the old way requires you to learn all the skills at once, and it's pretty difficult. It's pretty difficult, right? So the new way teaches you skills one level at a time. Have you seen this, like video games? Have this when you start a video game, then it's just easy, normal, and hard. Anyone? Probably no. Everybody has played video games when they were a child, right? So the new way is basically that the easy. Let's choose the easy path. Let's not try this nightmare version first, right? Let's do the easy one first, right?
Yeah, let's not like in Roblox, the zombie apocalypse version first, which means that you're gonna get slaughtered. Just a few minutes playing and boom, it's game over. So it's best not to choose that one.
And the easy way basically is that you will go one level at a time. You learn one level first. Then you go to the next level, and you go to the next level, left level. Basically, it's like in a school. You don't learn high level mathematics like you learn in 12th grade. You start with learning 1 + 1, 2 + 2 first, and when you're good with this, you move forward. It's kind of the learning has to be gradual. And so the first skill is level 1 is where you order only 10 to 50 units, and you learn basic skills and tools like creating Amazon account, GS1, blah blah blah, la la la. Doing these basic things and get your product up and running. You see, there's still pretty much many things to do. Level 2 is when you're going to go deeper. You learn more skills. Now you ordered 100 to 300 units. Now you're confident. You know already you can make sales, right? Now you do more. And when you level 3s, this is the old version already. Now you're getting a trademark, brand registry, brand story. You get all this craziness, right? And basically, the old way is building the perfect product from the start, learning all the skills one by one from the start. The new way is like go one level at a time. And today I'm going to teach you how this one level is. So who wants to learn the low risk, low budget level 1 easy right now, today, this moment? Who wants to learn how to do the level 1 that you can do it alone, then make your first sale on Amazon in a month?
Type level 1 if you want to
learn. How to learn level 1 easy today. I'm going to walk you through. everything. So we will walk away from this webinar that feeling that, hell yeah, I can do that. I can do that, no problem. Oh, I was overthinking everything. Let's do it. I want to, that's the power. All right, cool. So let's wait for 1 minute. Type level 1. All right, cool. Let's go ahead. So low risk, low budget method level 1 training starts now. So in 10 steps, I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, pay attention now. So the first is create Amazon account, GS1 account, Alibaba account, and Helium account. This is just account creation. Like this is, you need to have accounts. Then you go to wholesalealibaba.com. You find the product you can purchase for maybe 10 pieces, 15 pieces, 20 pieces. You talk to suppliers. I'm going to tell you what to talk to there. And they will ask you, do they have it? Do you have like 10, 15, 20, 50 pieces? You create an Amazon listing and shipping plan to find out, does Amazon allows you to sell the product? You pay suppliers, send them labels, and let them ship your products to Amazon. You ask supplier product photos, get samples, or do it yourself. And you get Amazon listing and copywriting using ChatGPT. Then you create Amazon listing images using Canva, and you start Amazon ads, sponsored products, exact match campaigns for your products, and boom, you make your first sale. And now you're gonna learn how to you can reflect back and learn how this whole thing happened. Now let's go one by one, right? Let's do one by one so you can learn and you can do it after this call. Number 1, create Amazon account, GS1, Alibaba, and Helium 10. These accounts you need in order to get started. Amazon Seller Center, and of course, you can go to this link, sign up. You don't have to have a company for this. You can start by basic personal account. You don't even need to have a company. You can switch to the company later. You can do GS1 account, which is basically, this is the base we could get barcodes. Every country has one. We have Estonian link here. So this is, they give you the barcode for your product. This is your barcode, right? You can go to wholesaleralibaba.com. Next, you're going to do Helium 10 account to yourself, right? The Helium 10 account has a cheap version. So this process will cost you, Seller Center is $40 and Helium 10 will be, I think, something like, the first package was, you can actually have trial for free, you know.
There's a question that can I go just with Helium plugin for web browser?
I think so. At the beginning, you can actually. I think so. Yeah. I just don't know how, because this is level 1. Level 1 doesn't need anything. Actually, super easy. And we'll just go through that.
And by the way, heads up about GS1. So they have different pricing in different countries. So don't necessarily go to, for example, Finland, which has higher prices than, for example, Estonia.
Okay, exactly. All right, so these basically accounts, right? Now, the number 2, you go to wholesalealibaba.com and find a product. You pick a product and like supplier. Let me actually quickly, so let's walk through that. So you pick a product and supplier, and criteria is that you try to find something that's lightweight, small, that you can ship by air. That's basically, the product has to be fit into both of your hands. It has to be simple to make photos. No assembly required. You don't need any models to show the product how it works. You don't need to put in, like, install it somehow. So making the pictures is easy, right? So it's not fragile. It's not consumable. It's not something for skin or face at the beginning. It's no baby stuff. You don't want any babies to die. No phone accessories, anything fancy what sells like crazy on Amazon. No batteries, and something that you can sell for $15, $25. Actually show you quickly how it's done. Let me share my screen again. To our screen. So basically, you can go here to Alibaba wholesale display, wholesaleralibaba.com. You click this green button here, and here you can get to these products. Basically, you can see that you can literally buy 2 pieces, 1 piece, 36 pieces, 2 sets, whatever you want, right? There's literally just little amount you can buy. So for example, this could be a good product here. You can buy this one, super simple, pretty much on two palms of faces. This is this is also could be one product. Like what else? Let me choose a few more products here. This is a little bit too big. This could be a good product here to start, but just make sure that you sell it without batteries. What else? Something that also like this could be if it's foldable, can be good. What else can be good here? Let me see. This could be a good product to sell, but this is phone accessory. No, let's not skip it. These type of products are really cool. This is the most dead boring stuff that no one wants to sell. And when you start selling something like this, well, usually it's really easy to sell those things. So this type of cords, plastic, like this type of industrial stuff, and you can browse around here on different places, like different cases. And basically, what happens is that you can start talking to the supplier. Hey, do you have 300 units? Do you have 10, 50, 20, 50 units? It just depends on the cost. So, and one thing you will do is that, okay, so this could be one product you could sell. One thing you could do is like go to Amazon, see how much this product costs on Amazon, right? All right, so that's it. So let's go back. So it's really that. Don't overthink it. Everybody overthinks it. So this is how we started to sell on Amazon. So yeah. All right. So again, next thing you do is you talk to suppliers, right? You talk to them. You chat with them, like you see on the right side here. How much per unit? Can I order like 50, 20, 50, 100, whatever, just small amount, right? Ask them, do you have the product already? Ask them pictures of the product and package. Ask them, can they print out these inserts and papers to your product? You need to put a barcode on the product, right? And make sure you know what product you want, and you make sure that this product, it's still possible to make you can sell it on Amazon, right? So step number 4 is now when you chose your product, you talk to supplier, how much does it cost to buy it, how much does it cost to ship it. They told you that they can glue the barcode on their box. And cool. All right, let's go to Amazon now. Let's create shipping plan. Let's create listing. Let's see, does Amazon allows me to sell that product? Okay, so seems it does. Now let's print these labels. And let's print these labels and send them to supplier. You see on the right side, the product label, this needs to be put on the product, and for shipping label, they need to put on the shipping box. So ask them to buy one box and put this product and labels there. So then you ask supplier to, okay, can I get your photos? They can send you their photos. You can be careful using the photos, but if you do it for level 1, it doesn't really matter. It's just 10, 20 units anyway. But of course, it's better if you do your own photos. You can ask sample to your home, or if this something product you can find from the local store, you can buy it from the local store. Or some people, for the level 1, maybe you can find these product pictures, some photographs from Pinterest, and you kind of do the gray area, kind of like a use someone else's photos, real photos, and make your you don't really do photos itself at all. Because remember, the first level 1, the goal with level 1 is not to be perfect. The goal of level 1 is to go through the whole process and make one sale. There's a big difference, guys. You don't need to be perfect. It's about to learn every single step and do the one sale. That's the level 1. Because when you do one sale, you become enthusiastic about it. Okay, when Amazon allows you, when you have the photos, then next step is to go to ChatGPT and type in, like, what type of key, ask, I'm selling this product, what type of keywords you recommend. Okay, I want to make it, can you give me Amazon title, bullet points, description, and it will literally give you everything, and ChatGPT version 3.5 is free, so that costs you nothing. Then you go to using Canva. Canva is where you have thousands of Amazon image templates. All you need is your product on a white background. And then you put that product on these images, you remove the white background, and you change the text. There are so many. You can't imagine how this is how easy it is nowadays to make listing images. If you can literally, like, if you can send something. If your product is really small, so you can do pictures on a white background, then come on, guys, look at this. All these designs ready to use. Just change your product here, or change your texts here, and you're good to go. You don't need to go crazy with this. This is your first level anyway, right? All right, let's go back to slides. So step number 8 is to create these Amazon listing images. Step number 9, when you ship, now your product's supposed to be already arrived, because it takes around 7 days to arrive when it's shipped by air, 7 to 9 days. So when your product is arrived, then you go to Amazon advertising platform and you start sponsored products, and you start these exact match campaigns. But basically what it means is that no one will see your product at the beginning, right? Now you need to drive traffic to your listing. This is one of these skills that can make or break you, can make you break your success. You need to learn how to do the Amazon advertising, right? And yeah, start exact match campaigns, and boom, you just put in and send traffic to your listing, and boom, you will make your first sale. You can use the app to see your Amazon sales every day, and when you've done your first sale, now I promise you guys, it seems 10 steps, but when you're going to do these 10 steps, you will see already that, holy moly, it's kind of like, I still feel confused, a lot of confusion here during these 10 steps. But imagine if you need to do 50 steps now with this old model. It's impossible, right? And when you do this first, like when you get that first sale, that's what's going to happen to you. You understand that, oh, I'm able to do that, right? I'm able to get the first sale. If I went through the basic thing and I made the first sale, now it means that if I can make one sale, I can make 1,000 sales. It's the process is the same. It's now with the second round, you go deeper, you make things better, right? And so how much does it take? It takes 10 steps. Let's say you do one step every single day. It literally takes you 20 to 30 days, 16 to 30 days before you get your first sale. You just have to kind of push yourself to get every single task here to get done in one day. And I'm telling you, you will notice that even this easy version might feel hard when you do things first time. But when you do things first time, everything is difficult, everything is hard, everything is a little bit like this. And so that's why you don't want to invest a lot of money into the product, because you don't even know, can you do it, right? Why would you invest thousands of dollars in the product if you don't even know how can you sell it, right? And so now your journey can begin. Congratulations. Just learn the level, low risk, level 1, testing the product. And the reason you want to do that is you don't lose motivation. If you get your first sale, you gain enthusiasm by seeing the progress quickly. You will learn how to differentiate through experience. If it doesn't sell, you make images better. You have like this, basically when you have the product on Amazon, even it's 10 units, now you have a problem, right? I need to sell it. I want to sell it, right? And now you learn, you actually push yourself more into learning because you have it there. It's done. It's like, I'm already have it. It's not just my thing I'm thinking about. And you will find out that, what's the ad cost for selling the product. You will invest gradually into what works, into results. You can buy a second batch. You can go with 100 units. Maybe you will see that it doesn't work at all. I mean, just made one sale or two sales, or maybe I'm taking 2-3 sales like a day here. And yeah, let's try something else now. Okay. And you will have 5 to 10 times higher chance to hit the great selling item, because you're not overthinking anything. You're testing products with the small quantities on the market first. And then when something works, then you start investing into that. So, and you have no worries about losing, because even if you lose, this first 10, 50 units, come on, dude, it's just few hundred dollars, right? That money you paid for education, you paid that first batch to learn how to do everything. It's not about making money and becoming millionaire with your 30 units, right? And so keep you focused, and let's go to some questions and answers here. By the way, guys, if you have any questions, just put in the chat box. We have 10 minutes left, so let's go and answer all the questions that we can.
Yeah, I can just quickly answer this question from Timo asking about selling price of €7. Well, and is Amazon only for B2C? No, I mean, Amazon is also for B2B, but the thing is that with €7, I mean, that's a too low sales price. And also it means that, I mean, Amazon will treat it as add-on product, which means that it cannot be bought separately. So that's the challenge. Yeah.
So, question: where should I focus with the low risk, low budget method? My level one. What is my focus area? Should I make perfect product? Should I focus on the quality, on the product, on the big? Where should I focus? Number one focus is speed. Remember, you're buying 10, 20, maybe 30 units. Why would you don't just get it out there? Second thing you want to focus is images. Because if you don't, by the way, guys, we don't sell products on Amazon. No one is buying products on Amazon. People are buying pictures, headlines, titles, and prices. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you're going to build the perfect product in the world. If you don't know how to do images, then don't know how to drive traffic, and don't know how you don't know how to position yourself on specific keywords and choose which keyword you rank first, then eventually you can have the best product in the world. It's just a game of hope. You don't want to play a game. You want to learn how to sell first, right? So images is number one thing that influences sales. All right. Question: what happens when it doesn't sell? What's the worst case scenario? Tony, what do you think? What happens when it doesn't sell?
Yeah, so we lose our investment, we lose our time that we put in. So I mean, just imagine doing the old school method, using the old method. So you poured your heart, like soul, into developing your product. So maybe half a year, like with your, or maybe 1 year in developing the product before first sale, and then it decently, like, you put like 10,000, maybe even $10,000. Woof. I mean, imagine if something goes wrong in that. Like, where do you stand there? Imagine how you will feel like when listing is shut down, something's wrong. I got 1 star. You got 1 star review from customers. What happens then? Yeah. That's the worst case scenario.
Mm-hmm. So when it doesn't sell, imagine your first product is not your ticket to the profits. Your first product is meant for you to learn the process of getting first sale on Amazon. And you minimize the whole expenses and all the costs. And even if you pay for the product maybe $200, $300, this is the price you pay for education. You're educating yourself. You're getting to results. And by the way, we launched over 300 products. There's no product I never sold. There's no product I never sold. With the advertisements, you can always sell your product. There's no such thing you wouldn't sell unless you put pictures which are so bad that not even dog wants to see that. But so. Yeah, there's no product I haven't sold yet. The question is like how good it will sell, how fast it will sell, what's their ad cost? Can you advertise it profitable, right? And actually, the first case is to learn the whole process.
Yeah, and just imagine this, like, okay, with the new model, if you follow the new model, and then the worst case scenario happens. So where do you stand? But first of all, you spend only a few weeks in the whole thing, and you spend only a few $100 in the whole thing. I mean, that's not such a big deal, right?
Yeah, at least
so imagine that the worst case scenario happens to you, and you're like, that's not a big deal. So then it means like you can take 10 times more, you can make 10 times more mistakes than the other guy who's following the old model.
Spent 5,000 there already. Right. All right, let's go next one. So how much money do I need to do this? Well, that depends on the product you choose on the Alibaba. And usually I recommend to not spend more than $200. And so it's up to you how much you can spend. You can even spend 10 units to Amazon if you want. Because remember, the first goal is not to make $1 million. It's about for you to actually complete the whole process and make only one sale. For one sale, you need many products, right? So completing the process is the first level, not making money. The money making is coming from level 2 and level 3 when you start putting more inventory, when you become more comfortable in selling. So 200-300 is fine, in my opinion. 10 to 50 units, something like this. So what happens when you get bad reviews? Nothing happens. This first listing is for you to complete your exam, to make one sale on Amazon, to become enthusiastic, to realize that you can do it. And if you get bad reviews to a listing, you can always start and create new listing for new product. You don't need to continue with the same product, with the same listing. If you get bad reviews, congratulations. Now you learn something. You learn why did you get the bad reviews. Maybe next time you can, with the next level 2, we're going to start reading competitors' reviews to avoid these bad reviews for the future, right? It's a good thing Everything you do here in the first level is you learn, right? So everything you experience is a good thing. The key is to get it done as quickly as possible. So question, how many units should I order to start? Like I said, it's 10 to 50 units. It's up to you. Yeah, just make sure that it's easy product. It fits on your two palms of your hand, and you can ship it by air, so you can get it to Amazon in 7 days. Can I start instantly testing many products? That's a good question. A lot of people are asking that. You know, we have I have like some people who I'm coaching, and even with this first model, they told me that it's still still making the Amazon account, making GS1 code, making the listing, making a shipping plan. It's still first time we do it, it's still like, oh damn. It's not so, it's still a little bit, it's not so kind of like breeze. So even with this little things, people get stuck, and imagine if you get stuck with many products at the same time, you'll get even more stuck, right? So don't do many products, right? Do like one product like for level 1 at the beginning, to just take one product, and remember the product is meant for you to complete exam, make one sale on Amazon. Doesn't matter what's the product, doesn't even matter how good the product is, as long as you can ship it by air, and you can somehow, if it's small, like the wallet, remember this little wallet I showed you, if this is sold with, let's say it's sold with $9.90, but you want to sell something with 20, put 3 wallets in one pack and sell with $29.90, right? You can always do bundle little things together to make it add more value with the same supplier, and that's it. Do I have to source from China? Well,
actually, there's a follow-up question for the previous one. So
Mhm.
can such a small number of products like 10 to 50 units be kept in Amazon's warehouse?
Yes, you can. There's no limit how much you can. But the best way usually is that you can ask supplier that, hey, how many products are in one box? They have and do you have that box already in a warehouse? They say, yeah, I have this one box. We have like maybe 20 units in the box. Okay, cool. Can I buy one box? Sure. Here's the label, put it on product. Here's the label, put it on carton, and can you ship it with DHL? Sure. Okay, done. After seven days, you can see it in your seller central. So, yeah. Next one. Do you need to source from China? Well, if you have you don't need to source from China. You can go to the store in your local city, buy 10 nice boxes, and find products that has no logos on it, like cutting boards, wooden things, whatever. Put 10 boxes, like combine 10 boxes with products. No logos can be on the product. No logos can be. It's of course not going to be profitable for you, but make a gift item. Like imagine you buy a nice gift box from the store. You buy some products, you put in the box, and boom, you close the box. You put the Amazon label on the product, and then you put these boxes into the shipping carton, and you put the shipping label to the shipping carton. And in Estonia, actually, the way it is that you can take that box to the post office, and the post office will send it to Amazon Germany, for example. You can start with Amazon Germany. You don't need to start with USA. So, and here we even have these post machines you can put into the post box into the machine, and it ships automatically to the Amazon Germany. I sold some Estonian honey in Amazon like this. We just the person just put into the post box, and DHL, sorry, DHL, the TPD just took it to the Amazon. Question: what is return on investment on profit I make? But that's a lot of people think. Okay, so guys, the first level 1 on Amazon success is not the profit; it's about you completing it. Believe me, guys, like not many people can even get past creating Amazon account. Honestly, not many people can get past creating Amazon account. This is how difficult things are for some people. So your first goal is to completing it, to make a first sale. There's no profit. Don't expect profits or huge amount of return from this task, because you're paying for your skill, you're paying for your enthusiasm, you're paying for your education, you're paying to get it done. Because whenever you get it done, you'll feel amazing. When you make your first sale, guys, I promise you, your life will be changed You will wake up in the morning and go like, holy moly, I sold 5 units. This is the day I remember until this moment. It's changed my life. I know I can do that. Now I know I can do that. Now I know I can change my life. It's possible for me now. That was one of the biggest, beautiful. The second most devastating moment was when I get my first bad review. All right.
Yes, I remember you called that person when.
Why did you leave me bad review?
Yeah, as he promised that he's gonna take it down, but he never
Yeah.
did. That's funny.
Why? Why
are you so unhappy with us?
Yeah, I promised her anything. I
Yeah.
called it even next day. I even called it like, did you change? She didn't answer anymore. I was like, why haven't you changed it? Like already, like you. I remember you were pushing like call. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah. So Amazon was giving phone numbers of the customers back then. Now it doesn't give anymore. Now you cannot do it. So next question: is it too late to start now? Since you guys started 9 years ago, and guys, I'm telling you, like this is Amazon. To be completely honest, the products are becoming more specific, and like the products evolve. You don't have the same TV, you don't have the same kind of equipment that you had 20 years ago or 10 years ago at your home. Things evolve all the time, and the way Amazon evolves is things become more specific. Like there was like 10, 20 years ago, there was just leather sandals. I'm sure you can get pink leather sandals for men with a big nice sock on it. Maybe on Amazon already, right? So things become more specific, and things become more oriented to the specific problem or specific customer. There's coffee mugs for that person, coffee mugs for that person, for this occasion, for that occasion. There's lights on for a computer, this type, that type. There's so many different types of products. So products evolve, they become more specific. So markets evolve. So there's no problem with this. Plus, for example, in Australia, it doesn't sell like there's not high sales velocity in Australia, but we have like a 5 products there, and this is just no one. We haven't done really anything in Australia. I mean, I'm not doing anything crazy there. Just the ads are running in the low bids, and I think Australia is sending me $5,000 every month, just because I have products there. Thank you. This is found money, right? So yeah, do the level 1, guys. Don't be scared. Oh, by the way, one more thing. Like, if you want slides for this training, just comment below this video that send me slides, and our VA can send you the slides of this. Just comment below if you want slides. Okay.
Yes. Hey, just a couple of questions. There was a question that would it be easier to sell some digital products, ebooks, and stuff like that? And one thing is that every business model has its pros and cons. So whereas something might be easier to start, then it has different cons and so on. So yeah, there is no such thing that everything is perfect in one business model. No, it depends on the context, and every business model also has its different methods.
Yeah.
So that's, you always need to consider the whole bigger picture, and really, know the nuances and details of everything, right?
And I guess the key is to just get one thing done. I mean, I have published like an ebook on the Amazon KDP platform, which is another business model, doing ebooks doing books with ChatGPT and coloring books with the Midjourney. My 13-year-old daughter did actually like a coloring book using Midjourney and ChatGPT, and we uploaded it to Amazon. Of course, no one buy because there's millions of there already. But just for the sake of fun, you can do and practice this. But I think physical product business is a little bit better than this books and journals business, because there's just low prices there.
Yeah, and one thing is like exit. Being able to sell the whole business for a bigger payout. So that's a bit more challenging with a digital business.
Yeah.
Right.
And even if you're making money on Amazon already, if you have already products that you sold on Amazon already, kind of learning how to become quick in testing products is, it's maybe not sounds really sexy, but if you do it and you become comfortable in it, like who knows where you can take you, right? Who knows what type of products you become like. The speed is not by default people's way to do things. People always tend to overthink everything. So learning how to become somehow like quick by testing the market it's a really good skill if you start selling on Amazon, because it's so easy to overthink everything there.
There was also another question about Germany. Yuri was asking that Germany is such a headache. VAT, recycle code. This is a serious headache. Well, it's just some stuff that you need to deal with. But I mean, I wouldn't let that stop me from selling in Germany, because it is a big market. So I mean, there's a lot of sales to be done
Actually,
in Germany.
I forgot to mention, with Germany you have this package deal, some sort of grüner Punkt thing you need to make.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit the hurdle before that, but yeah, so you don't need to do German then first at the beginning. But like I said, for me, I see that these more, like, imagine if you send product to Germany, you could sell all over the Europe. It's a big market. But then again, like with the first level one, the speed is important. Do something that's going to get you quickly to first sale.
All right, guys, we are out of time, so let's wrap it up. And again, if you want to get the slides and everything, and just comment, and we can send you a message.
Ciao. I hope you enjoyed the session. So comment below if
Bye
you want
bye.
some slides. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Talk later.